Well, that was an extreme headache, like an extreme headache. God fucking damn it. I just wanted to stream with no issues, and that's it. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to stream with no issues. Is my audio okay? That was an extreme headache, like an extreme headache. Okay, my voice is clear. I don't know what happened. OBS and Camo camera just glitched really badly. I mean, I lost all the people that are watching me, so that's great as a hashtag small YouTuber. My fucking ego is in shatters. Shatters? And tatters. But to answer the question, because I'm gonna obviously put up even that broken stream. No pun on the broken draw. But yeah, I'll even put up the previous stream, which was like 20 minutes. But to answer the question, which is do I have any bad habits? Right? Um, I was just saying like yeah, like doing a line in bits and pieces rather than doing it all at once is something I focus on. And to not keep chicken scratching my lines. But dude, I'm a bit frustrated, so we're just gonna go back to drawing and hopefully the stream is like 20 minutes. But okay, I sound fine. I hope OBS and camo audio, right? Don't shoot the fucking or shoot the shit. What the fuck? Shit the bed. But yeah, okay. Fuck it. Let's just draw. It's not as if anybody even watches this shit anyways. So I think some people said something about like you draw a lot of mechanical parts, right? Or like you've been drawing a lot of mech shit. Yeah, I've just been really observing mechanical related things, right? Just really, really observing them. So here, and it all boils down to hinges, pivots, things sort of interfacing on top of each other, right? Like this isn't actually functional really, but it looks relatively functional, right? Because I've created the principles that I myself have noticed, which is what I just mentioned, right? Like this is a hinge, kind of looks like a hinge. Is it a good hinge? No, no, not at all. It is not a good hinge, but it is a hinge, right? So, and again, like perspective is a bit off. I didn't really know what I was doing here, to be honest. I feel as if because I was trying to explain things to people, I ended up losing my own sense of what the fuck I was doing, dude. I'm just gonna draw. I'm actually like I'm a bit frustrated, I'm not gonna lie, because of the bullshit that occurred with camo and all that stuff, but and like OBS, but let's just try to think of something that we can draw. Like, okay, I do want to think about oh my god, tree. I mean tree ride. Number, what's up? But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed, so I just want to focus on the drawing right now because I like at the end of the day, whether I'm streaming or not, I'm trying to draw, right? I'm focusing on a drawing session of sorts. So that's just a bit annoying, but I'm just trying to think right now, right? What makes sense in terms of this thing being connected, right? And I also don't want to like bleed in the background to this, what's happening here as well. So kind of whether it is appropriate or not, I want to create a distinction between what's happening here and what's happening over here. Right? Looks good, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right. Let's see if I can focus using camo camera. Is there? No, I can't focus anymore. So it's just back to how it used to be, which is fine by me. Okay. So yeah, like this is the part of the drawing process that I'm trying to be very transparent about, which is just all the thinking I'm doing. Right? Oh, and that's a bad line. Wait, shit, where's my pen? This is not my pen, is it? Is this my pen? I feel as if the fucking no, this is my pen. I don't know why the ink seems like it fucked up. The only session you like is a smoke sesh. You can't focus. You have ADHD. You're right. That's why I'm able to draw and speak at the same time. Absolute shambles. I will never beat the allegations. Dude, what is this my pen? I feel as if it just randomly died. Okay, but either way, we still gotta make this happen, right? Dude, yeah, like this pen just fucking died. What the fuck? This can't be my pen. Is this my pen? Let's see. Is it? Yeah, this is my pen. What the fuck? How did I mix that up? Okay, but either way, what am I trying to think? This is like this is an addition essentially, right? And I'm trying to think because I don't want to. There's something called a tangent that an artist at Fan Expo told me about, right? And draw less, talk more. You need more personality. I absolutely agree. Unfortunately, I don't have a personality. I just have to piggyback off of my friends, but who are great people, by the way. My friends are great people. Unfortunately, they're not alive anymore. In my mind, that is. They're very healthy and active in real life, but I've decided to boycott them due to hurting my fifis. Okay, so that's what you could do, right? We could make a smaller ellipse here, and this is just like a gear. Well, because I've already made multiple mistakes with this, it might as well be something that's gear related, but I'm just trying to think. And then again, little diagonals like this can also emphasize form, right? And like a, I guess a unique design of sorts. I'm already pretty sure I'm cutting it close just by having these so close together, right? Hashtag gay, hashtag truth, hashtag gay again, hashtag double truth. But now we need to, let's see, if I just cut that off there, right? That, I don't know what I did there, so that was probably just a dumb mistake. But here, let's pretend like these are little gears or whatever, and then obviously we can blot out the middle like so, which requires decent line confidence and honestly like just control over your lines, yeah, for sure, which I don't have, which I just don't have that, right? So it's a good practice at always like even adding little dots here is like the middle point because these cylinders in these gears, right? Little details, but let's see, right? And then obviously I could these are the little details that I've noticed in mech drawings in general where it's just kind of I guess you could call these cutouts, right? Or accents where they're just things that follow the form, right? They're just shapes, usually yeah, usually box-like shapes, right? Quadrilateral if you want to be fancy, right? Could you draw with my pen? I am drawing with your pen. Yes. Hey, Purple Haze. What's up? Right? You lose pixel art, but you get Purple Haze. What's up, my guy? Right? But I'm just trying to think. Again, I'm trying to like have more interesting yeah, just like lines in general when it comes to it. These cylindrical shapes that I have, right? But here, actually, I think this is a good opportunity to do something like this, which is first we'll connect these, and then we'll bring it up, right? There you go. See, okay, so I think I'm getting a decent idea of what this little receptacle for the human body is going to look like here. And then again, as always, like a hinge is pretty good, but we don't want to be boring, right? We don't want to be boring. We want to create interesting looking hinges. So even something like this could possibly be something interesting. And I say possibly because it's not as if I know. Right, sing R6 C4Y. Biggie, can I purchase ArtWatt subscription and I draw at this level? Okay, that is a very specific type of question. But yes, if you purchase the ArtWatt subscription and you do 10 times the work they ask you to do per every section, you will achieve this, right? Because that's what I did. I did 10 times the work that they required of me to do, right? No, if you just purchase an ArtWatt subscription and you just do like the 3 reps they require of you, and even if you just do the grind nodes, you will not achieve this level of skill in the time span I have because I spent for just like the perspective section. If you watch my video, this is a video for beginner artists. You are not alone, right? Just go to my channel, scroll down, right? The thumbnail something like countless pages of failures. You'll see my first 2 years were just doing literally just the perspective exercises, right? That's why I can draw to this quote unquote level of perspective. So yes, Artwad is the fucking goat. Yes, Artwad will get you to this point, but no, just doing Artwad as they request you to do will not get you to this point. You have to do 10 times what they require you to do. That's the caveat. But and I hope that's more inspirational than everything because what I'm saying is all that it takes is work. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying it just and I genuinely mean that it just takes hard work, which you are capable of because you're already interested. So if you're interested, you must know that you have to work hard. And if you didn't know how hard you have to work, now you know, you have to work 10 times as hard, 100 times as hard as what even the program requires of you to do. Right. So maybe this is like a little hinge. Hope that answers your question. You're the Saitama of art. Okay, sure, fucker. Got it, bro. Cool. Cool. I think some people were talking, so yeah, I guess to answer the shit regarding how about we make this thing okay, because obviously repairs are occurring, I could literally, in terms of frauding my design, make this broken, right? We could say this is broken and we could even have like little wires and shit coming out here, and that will hopefully lead the eye to like this area as well. But yeah, like we could literally just say it's broken. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. But yeah, people are asking like how do you I think somebody was in general asking how do you draw mech shapes. Unfortunately, that stream went to shit, which is really unfortunate because it was actually like good conversations I think were happening, right? Or at least like people were asking me questions, which made me feel validated, which is really all that matters to me, right? But let's see. Yeah, this could definitely be yeah, this could definitely just be like a broken part. Right, but I guess regarding the question, hey, how do you draw mech stuff? Well, it started off with just, and I guess this is where these sticky notes come in handy, right? But it just, and actually, it's all on my channel. If you scroll down to when I was practicing fundamentals, right, Art Wad Roadmap, the beginner fundamentals or whatever the fuck, right? And then you'll see after a point I started doing cute bots, which was their mech stuff. It went from like single rounding and multiple rounding. The concept of rounding something, which is if you have a plane, right? And then we have 2 points in perspective, equal perspective in that plane. We are rounding, we are following those points and we're rounding off the edges, right? And then like, obviously you're projecting it outwards and we have to see it properly and blah, 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 right? And this is like a shit tutorial because this is how all tutorials are. Just do the thing and then it's like the thing. I understand I'm doing that, but I'm just trying to explain like this and also multiple rounding, which is, where the planes are projected outward, right? Doing a shit ton of this, and then obviously, and then adding diagonals. So doing this, right? And then going from these two to then adding diagonals, which is basically me literally calculating, right? So something like literally calculating in my mind and constantly ghosting is what added my ability to make things look more complex. Because if you look at what's happening here. A lot of this is just a bunch of fucking diagonals and shit, and I'm getting that from also like looking at examples because I care about mech design, right? Like I care about making interesting mechs. So for me, it just came down to what is happening in these like little mechs that I think look so fucking cool, right? And it's a lot of diagonals, a lot of multiple rounding, a lot of things jutting out, jutting inwards, all that shit, right? So that's just, and it's not just because like it took a lot of fucking work, right? But that is how I got to this point. That's literally how I got to this point. And then obviously I went on the ArtWad Discord, and I was doing like just I was in one of their voice chats where they do drawing sessions and shit, and I asked for tips on how I can improve my drawings, right? Like the designs, and they basically gave me some sources. And one of the sources is somebody on Twitter who does hard surface shit. I've talked about it before in one of my prior streams, so at one point in my life, I will start linking everything. Unfortunately for you, that point is not now and not soon at all. So just take my word for it, bro. Just type in hard surface design principles, Twitter. Maybe you'll find something of value, right? And here you can see I'm not really like thinking of anything extremely interesting at all, to be honest, right? I'm just trying to make kind of sense of like what does something broken look like, right? Like what does something that is relatively broken look like? Dude, I hate how this focuses on my hand rather than the drawing. Look at this. Like why is it focusing on my fucking hand? Oh, so sad. I really hope you guys draw along because clearly the camera is not focusing as it should either. So such is the life. Such is the life. God, this is riveting commentary. I honestly think the stream issues I was having before drained the fucking life out of me because it's actually sad. Like I was really into it. And let's make this something that's jutting out, right? See, I made a mistake there, so I'm just gonna go over it and pretend like it didn't happen. And then we'll just cover this up like that, right? This will just be like a black spot, something that's dark in value, right? Cool. Uh, let's see. And then obviously if we want to add depth to this little receptacle, you see how my line work is so bad there? Like I completely fucked up the evenness. Even here, completely fucking it up. So, please be aware that I make plenty of mistakes at all times. It's just the sum of the parts looks relatively impressive, but really, like it's whatever. It's just constant effort. As I always say, just constant effort. Again, right, I made a mistake here, but we can just pretend like I didn't and just, there you go, lead it like that. And then maybe we can, there you go. See, something like that. Now that isn't even good composition. This line has no gesture. It is so fucking boring. And I only realized that after I did it. But you know what? We just gotta commit, right? Again, to that person who said I'm better than Broken Draw, it's very kind of you to say. Like, yeah, I guess when it comes to designing hard surface things, you could say I'm better, right? But like I don't his gesture is so good and gesture makes a drawing. Like gesture genuinely makes a drawing much more impressive than one would realize, right? So if we want this to come up here, then this is where I can just start creating loose lines, right? Loose lines that don't really have to, because if we add too much detail, then everything is detailed. But if I just keep this like a general kind of, and this isn't just me thinking out loud, right? Like this is just me kind of thinking out loud. Like if I just do hopefully what seems to be silhouette based shapes, right? Just kind of not giving too much detail in the background. Keep going, bro. Thank you. This like a general, okay. And this isn't just me thinking out loud, right? Like this is just me. Why is the audio so shit? Just hopefully what seems to be silhouette. I genuinely despise OBS. I don't know. I don't know why the audio is so shit. I think at this point I'm just gonna go back to doing normal YouTube streams without OBS because I feel like I just sound like absolute garbage because of this software. And let's see, if we just, yeah, I think this is where values need to come into play, right? Where I just need to do something like this, right? Same here. I'll get the darks, get the blacks out, right? Out of the streets and into high-paying jobs, as they say. But something like that. And, hopefully this will make more sense. Hopefully, I don't know. Get the darks, get the blacks out of the streets and into high-paying jobs, as they say. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Audio is shit. Everything is just not sounding good. It's just what it is. I don't know. I can't do anything about it. But okay, anyways, fuck it. Just draw. Clearly, it's all gone to shit. So just draw. I do like the sort of rib cage design that comes about, but even if it isn't, I guess the coolest. But I do like it. I do like it quite a bit. Let's see, something like this. Hmm. I don't want to over detail. Sound is flickering and nothing. All things are fine. That comes about. So it sound good or not? I hope it's all right. Dude, I don't know what to do. It's OBS. Like it's like I'm just kind of frustrated at this point, and I feel as if I'm over detailing, so I should really just stop to be honest. Because look, now this is completely taken away from the arm, which is not good. So is it just a matter of filling the shit in with just dark areas? Like, is that gonna make a huge difference? Maybe it is. Who knows? Right? And yeah, let's just make this. It seems to be fine. Whatever. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna draw, and I'm just gonna fucking do my thing because I give up on anything good happening in the stream anymore. I'm actually genuinely kind of disappointed because I really thought it would be a nice stream. Like I genuinely thought I'd just be able to stream. At least the quality would be okay. Like if people come on, don't come on, that's fine. But at least the quality needs to be fine, bro. Like that's the frustrating part. Is the quality needs to at least be decent. But it sounds like ass. Well, either way, thank you, right, Ritesh Singh, right? I appreciate you at least letting me know, but sound is literally fucking ass, and I don't know what to do about it. If I go to OBS doesn't give me any indicator that it sounds bad. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Can't really do anything about this. It's just, I might just go back to do like my regular stream setup. OBS has disappointed me for the last time, but either way. Okay, whatever. You know what? We're just gonna leave the robot as it is, and yeah, maybe there's just little openings like that that look kind of mechanical, right? Something like this. Same thing with up here. You know, we could do something like that and then have some sort of hinge-like shape over here, right? There you go. What about that? Something like that. No tension. Keep doing some sort of hinge-like shape. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. I have no idea what the hell's going on with the audio, to be honest. Literally no fucking idea. At least audio to be good.